Hello, high achiever. Welcome to the Inside Job Journey podcast. I'm Tiana, a certified professional coach. I work with highly effective and driven people that are always striving for more, helping them define what that more is and learning what they really want. In this podcast, I want to bring you on a discovery journey where you can learn more about what's driving you to never settle. Today, there is a special episode of the Inside Job Journey podcast. I want to share with you a little bit some of the reflection that I have had in the last few weeks and some of the outcomes of what I told that may help you in your own situation. But before we jump into that, I wanted to share with you that I just launched the Inside Job Journey program, which is a 6-month program with self-paced video weekly, a monthly one-to-one coaching call with me, and a lot of reflection guided by a workbook. And it's meant for high achievers that want to redefine success and get there. Link in the episode. Here we go. In the last 2 to 3 years, I've been sharing a lot of my journey and my thoughts on LinkedIn. Most recently, however, I've been more active in the sense that I've consistently shared my thoughts. And this resulted in a few interactions, and some of them made me really think. Some people will comment to me that they really appreciate what I share, that they really love my content. Even if they are not commenting or liking the posts, they really find value in what I share. Then there are some people that know that I'm working on my full-time job and also having some side business, and they see me post consistently and they automatically think that everything is always successful, that everything is working perfectly, that I have no issues, and it's all rainbows. I have also talked with people that really don't understand how I do it. They feel like they don't have the time to do all the things that I am doing. So they look at me like, how do you do it? And then there is a fourth kind of comment that I can hear. Sometimes it's a small percentage, but it's the one that makes me spiral the most, is the people that comment about my presence on LinkedIn. They see me very active, but they don't attach neither good or bad feedback to it. They just mention that they see me there. I try to ask clarifying questions, and oftentimes they don't even want to share what they meant. Being an overthinker, this makes me really go and reflect on a number of things. Some of them are really not true, but in my mind, those are the ones that really make me doubt what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. And in the past, those kind of comments made me stop posting altogether. When they comment something like this, I feel very judged. In my mind, they are thinking, who is this person? Why they are sharing their thoughts? Who they think they are? No one wants to hear what they have to say. My rational mind knows very well that I cannot know what they are thinking. So whatever I think they are thinking, it's made up by my own insecurities. If that happens to you too, this is what you can do. You can write down what is bothering you. What are the thoughts that are coming to you? And then fact check them. Did they say anything to make you think that way? Is this your interpretation, or did they actually say some words? Once you fact check those thoughts, you will find that they hold no truth, and you can let them go. It was useful. You made me reflect, but I don't need you. I don't need those insecurities. By doing this, you can really distinguish between what you think it's true and what it's true. Now, on the other point, if you're one of those people that are thinking, how does she do it? Where does she find the time to do everything she's doing? I want to take a breath and think that you can do it too. I'm not doing miracles. I don't have more time than you do. I have 2 kids, a husband, a dog. I have my full-time job, Growth Up, which is shared with 2 other people, and my own business. And still I find time also for myself. So how do I do it? And here is something that I've learned in the last 2 years, is really prioritizing and auditing my time to find those pockets and make them more useful for me. When I say auditing time, I want you to look at your day and how did you spend it. There are things that you cannot neglect. There are things that are mandatory for you to be who you are and to be able to do what you do. But there are things that are not really needed or that are not really helpful for you. So I want you to think about the activities that you do and separate them into big teams. Work, family, other mandatory things, and then the rest. I want you to think what that rest is. Is it looking at Netflix? Is it reading a book? Is it spending time doing activities that you were not able to say no to? Find those things that you can commit to decrease, not even remove, but decrease, so that you can dedicate time to yourself and the things that matter to you. And in terms of prioritizing, you need to think about who you want to be and what that person is going to do. So if you want to be a very active person, a healthy person, you may want to find time in your day to block for physical activity or to read a book or to meditate. Think about the things that the person you want to be needs to do and block time for those. I did an exercise in December with my coach Kelsey, and she's very smart, very thoughtful, an amazing mindset coach, and I also did a podcast episode with her. And what she made me do while we were in the coaching conversation, she made me block time. So we started with the mandatory things, the minimum hours that I need to work on my day-to-day job, the hours that I need to block to do activities that are related to my responsibility as a mother, as a wife, then time that I want to spend with my family, time that I want to spend in my self-care, in my rituals, and then all the rest was free time that I could manage and block and plan for the things that I'm working on. So Growth Up, my own business, planning content for LinkedIn and Instagram, engaging with people. So what we did is not trying to find the time, but blocking time, reverse engineering from the things that we need to have done in one day and the time that it's left. And it was really powerful for me to understand how much time I still had after working a full-time job, after taking care of my family, of my dog. I still had a lot of time that I could invest. And how I invest it, it's by really focusing, doing work that it's in the flow. I don't do any content during the week. I don't write posts for LinkedIn. I don't prepare materials to post on Instagram. That work, it's done in a batch during the weekend. I prepare everything. I make sure that I plan for that in the app so it publishes itself when it's time, and everything is ready. So during the week, I have to commit just to engage and follow up and do the things that are more valuable for my business. I want to make sure that I also comment on the thought of being successful. I think success, it's not defined by the money or the title or the job that I'm doing, how many clients do I have. My success is defined by my consistency, by being true to who I am, by committing to the things that I said I would do. However, what you see is just a percentage. And there are days that are really hard. Like yesterday, I had a very tough conversation with my co-founders for the Growth Up because we were speaking and we realized that we are not where we wanted to be at this point of time. And of course, we are always thinking, is it worth? Where do we put our efforts? What should we be doing? In the same way I'm doing with my own business, with coaching, I'm always thinking, what should I do differently? What I should do to make what I share even more impactful. Because sometimes it feels like nothing really works. And sometimes it feels like I'm doing all of this. And if I measured my success just by the number of clients, I wouldn't feel like I was successful. But just showing up every day, continuing to work on my business, that's what makes me go forward. I've been thinking a lot about why I'm doing this. And the answer is that this is what I want to do. This is my future. This is something that means so much that there is no way that I can stop doing or stop investing time in this. Because if something really matters to you, you will find a way. You will find the time. If something really matters to you, it's not about what other things about it. It's about what you want and who you want to be, and continuing to be that person. So if you want to take away a few things from this episode, is one, people will always have opinions about you. You don't own them anything, and you're not defined by what they think about you. You can take feedback if it's useful for you, but don't ever let anyone put you down or diminish what you're doing with their words. 2, make sure that you use your time for the things that really matter to you. Manage your energy, not just your time. Block your hours. Make sure you commit to yourself and your dreams, and not just to your expectations and your responsibilities. And 3, we all struggle. Stop measuring your success based on others' opinion of you. Redefine what success means to you. What kind of impact do you want to have in your life? And start from there. This episode is over. However, you can like, subscribe, and follow for more content.